Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to the next episode of Stolen Fate, our playthrough of the Pathfinder 2e adventure path from Paizo. For this series, we have Chase, that's me, as our intrepid game master. M is the enthusiastic Crunk. Katie is the mysterious Gingham, and Tori is the quick-witted Jack. This episode picks up as the heroes are stepping through the portal to their next Haro card, the Juggler. We hope you enjoy it. Now let's roll! Welcome back, fellow geeks. We're back with Stolen Fate. And last we left off, the heroes are about to step through a portal to the Juggler. So, you guys stepped through. You shook off Shadow Jack, who grabbed your wrist for a moment. And then after a second pass, you guys walk through the portal. Now, as you step through the portal, you guys are immediately on, not like a precarious cliff ledge, but you are definitely like up on a mountainside, on like an indent inside the mountain, overlooking a jungle. So from a daunting mountainside elevation of thousands of feet, an ocean studded with islands commands the view to the west, while to the east stretches out an expanse of thick jungle. The slope below hosts a cloud forest, its trees poking up through a layer of swirling mist, while a narrow path winds down and out of view into the fog. I had to look up what a cloud forest is. Do you guys know what a cloud forest is?
I don't know what a cloud forest is, but I think I know what type of dragon we're going to run into.
A cloud forest is basically like the really misty looking jungles that you see. It's like mossy jungle vegetation with a layer of mist over the treetops.
I'm picturing the King Kong Island.
Yeah, kind of like that. That is like a cloud forest, I would say. And then behind you guys in the mountainside, it is like a cavern with a little entryway leading inside some sort of entry into the mountain. So you've got a slope going down into the jungle, and then you've got an entrance into the mountain behind you. And anybody who has nature, you can roll to see if you can tell where you're at.
Sure.
I'm a master.
I am trained, and I have the hag. I'll give it a go. Why not?
Very nice. Let's do it.
See if I can get the answer before Gingham.
Frank doesn't know anything about nature.
It's nothing.
Oh!
34.
Gingham said no. I know so much more than you.
Gingham said I
got a 28.
Well, funny enough, though, you both succeeded, so you actually both know about the same as well.
Oh.
So you guys both know where you're at. You've heard of the region, you've seen the region, whatever. But you guys identify this area as the Turwa Uplands in the Mwangi Expanse. For real this time, Gingham. This is Mwangi. And what did you get, Gingham? You got a 34?
Yes.
Okay. Not a critical success, not quite. But yeah, that's where you guys are at.
May I flavor Jack's knowledge checks a little bit? Since he's invested this Silent Hag card, and he's not a book reader, so I don't think his knowledge really comes from, oh yes, I read about this. I think sometimes, so he's not always going to succeed at knowledge checks, but sometimes he can hear just like the barest sort of whisper on the wind that kind of clues him into. It's almost like he might ask a question in his mind, like if you walked out of the portal, you'd be like, where are we? Yeah. And sometimes this like ethereal voice kind of feeds him the information.
I love that. Yeah, 100%. All right. So what are you guys doing?
I think this is the Mwangi Expanse, Gingham.
Oh, we're in a different part of the Mwangi Expanse than the first time.
We weren't in the Mwangi Expanse the first time.
Right.
Can I tell you guys something I just realized on my notes? I like switched to the new session and I wrote down the title and we're going after the Juggler card, but I realized that I was listening to Chase's description and so I wrote the Jungler.
The Jungler.
The Jungler instead of the
Somebody
Juggler.
plays League of Legends.
Yeah, my brain was like, this is a completely normal word. That's a thing. The Jungler. Okay, sorry.
No, I like it.
Chase.
Yes.
Krunk spent a lot of time, aka is also a little bit from the Mwangi Expanse.
Mhm.
Can he know that that kingdom is correct this time?
Yeah, sure. You can
Okay.
you can recognize this as Mwangi for sure. Since you didn't have it, I won't give you the critical success though.
That's fine.
But you recognize this jungle.
Well, you're actually right this time, Gingham. Yes, we are at the Mwangi Expanse. Good job.
Oh, thanks. Should we walk this way? Or points toward the cliff that way?
Is there a path down the hill or is it just we could go that way if we want to?
There's a path down the hill, and there's a path into an entryway into the mountain behind you.
Can I look around and see if either appears more traveled or gives me the heebie-jeebies for some reason?
Yeah, roll a perception.
Okay.
May I also roll perception?
Yep, you sure can.
Ta-da.
A 29 for Jack.
That one.
Oh,
Grunk it all gives you the heebie-jeebies.
I don't like being back here.
Why?
All right, Jack with a 29 perception. I mean, the travel down the mountain looks not like precarious, but it looks long and tedious. Like it's a hike. But it does look like the pathway up here has been pretty well traveled, and so down, therefore, as well. But what you notice mostly is that this entryway into the cave doesn't look quite dirty enough. It looks like almost swept and upkept, like maybe somebody is living here. And you even feel like you maybe catch some noises of something stirring within the cave.
But not like spooky creature noises, just
no,
like
just
activity.
like activity, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not a big hiker, so why don't we check out this cave first, maybe? Sounds like someone might be in there. Look how clean it is. It's like someone's living here or something.
Oh, look at that.
Right.
Alright.
I'll follow your lead, and I'll watch out for this cleaner of things.
Good idea. We wouldn't want them to come at us with a broom.
Or a mop, can you imagine?
That would be worse.
Krunk will wink at Jack.
Jack will nod and like smile like, yeah, like I get the joke. You know?
Yeah.
Got it. Caught that one.
Nice.
All right. Into the cavern.
All right. So, as you guys enter the cavern here, you see that it is torchlit once you get closer. Once you enter the little entryway into it, looks like it goes deeper into quite a large chamber. And inside, you can see that there's an enormous space that's shaped like a cathedral in a rough circle about 100 feet in diameter. It's got smooth walls running into irregular arcs punctured by fissures and sporadic shafts that allow some of the daylight in from outside. So it's like there's like little carvings in the side of the mountain that are letting bits of sunlight through. Much of the wall space features huge, simple murals of bright colors, mostly of megafauna and towering trees against a backdrop of high mountains. And then there's a portrayal of a very immense, heavily tattooed, brown-skinned man with thick muscles, rolls of fat, and a pleasant expression that covers the walls the opposite of the entrance. The shaft of light illuminating the walls makes this figure look even bigger, tricking the eye to make him look larger than even the massive cavern could contain. And then a second shaft of light falls on a stone altar directly in the middle of the entrance that has a single Haro card that is floating above it and swooping around in little loop-de-loop patterns. And you guys, once it's spinning around, do catch a glimpse that you can see that the art on the card is that of the Juggler.
An easy find this time.
And let's show the art of the Juggler, and we'll have M. You can describe this one.
Me? Oh.
You made her describe it last time and she hates it.
Oh, did I? Okay,
Yes.
well then Tori gets to do it this time.
Okay. You can if you want. I was not trying to. I just remember you saying that you really
Honestly,
did not like it.
I think it'd be funnier if we recut in what I said last time.
Okay.
We do a
Yeah.
flashback to
Flashback.
describing this the first time.
The quick version is it's a weird looking dude juggling weird objects.
He's
on
juggling
tightrope.
a fucking duck, a
Yeah, there's a
pineapple,
duck.
a clock, a sigh,
sigh.
and a skull. And he's walking
Honestly-
across a really slack tight line. Like, if you're gonna, this isn't slack lining, this is tightrope walking.
I think that's how tightropes look when you walk across them, though. I mean, like they're not like cement. They've got to have some give.
All right, well, next time we do this game, I will be a professional on slack roping versus
Versus tight roping.
roping.
Slack
And
lining
we'll
versus
find out
tight
what's
roping.
happening here.
Yeah. Please do that research for us.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
the
I love that.
edification of everyone involved, of course.
But
So, aside from the murals in the card, the other very notable feature is as you walk in, there is a very short and stout gentleman that turns towards you all and gives a warm smile. He looks to be about dwarf-sized, and he looks like this. So, Katie, why don't you describe this gentleman for us?
Square is really where I'm gonna start here. He's just a lot of squares. There's a big square, and then his head is a smaller cube on top with very large ears and a very close cropped, nice fade though for a haircut. He's got nice warm hazel eyes and a really big, very toothy smile. With he's got big shoulders, he's got muscles. They are like muscles, which are covered by a royal blue vest. Vest is the word. With a red undershirt, and it all just looks very tight. And he's got a little gold, probably necklace.
Yeah, this guy does not miss arm day or chest
No.
day
Or neck day.
or neck
Yeah.
day.
Or ear day. He does not miss
Yeah, all of
any
it.
body part day.
Does he look like the guy in the mural? Or
Not really.
okay.
In fact, for the guy in the mural, any of you can roll a religion if you would like.
I
So I
pulled
linked that in the chat. I think you guys can click that dice to roll it.
Except I pulled out my book and I'm rolling as a tarot lore.
All right, there you go.
And it rolls it privately? I can't even see
That's
how well
cool.
I've done.
Ooh,
That's
I
Here.
like that.
I'll make it private for you, Chase. Also, this will be one less, and I do have dubious knowledge. And
Okay.
I didn't roll it privately anyway.
So back to knowledge checks.
Back to knowledge. All right, so yeah.
I rerolled blind because the first one showed me the result, Chase. So the second
Gotcha.
one, -1 from it, but also dubious knowledge.
All right, it's noted. Jack and Gingham, neither of you are familiar with this deity. Grunk, you know who this is. You know that this deity is Balumdar. He is the world shaker, the god of great size, megafauna, and strength. He is a Mwangi deity. And this whole cathedral type place looks like it's a shrine to him. And you can see that the gentleman who's turning and smiling at you is wearing a little holy symbol to him as well. And he smiles warmly at you all. Ah, good evening. Good day. I haven't been out today. What brings you to my humble shrine?
Who knows this is a deity?
You do, Grunk.
Does.
Just Crunk?
Just Grunk.
Crunk is going to drop to his knees and then head slams against the ground in a deep bow.
Is he okay?
Ah, a devout worshipper of the great world shaker. Good to see another fellow here. So,
Well,
staying for biscuits?
we would be greatly honored to stay for your biscuits.
Yes,
I would
of
love to
course.
sample the biscuits of your holiness.
Oh, not the biscuits of my... Well, I do make them in honor of him.
What is
Please.
your name?
What is my name? My name is lost. But I do believe people refer to me as Blegkenu the Pious.
That's quite a title.
Thank you. And what is it that they call you?
I am Sir Jack, Knight
Sir Jack.
of the Rabbit Prince, Defender of the Forest.
Oh, how interesting. Never heard of the realm, but an honorable title. an honor to have a knight in my shrine. And the other two of you,
Oh, I'm Gingham.
nice to meet you, Gingham. And what about my devout brother here?
May I roll a performance chase for my make an impression?
Yep.
And then I'm going to RP based off of it. Okay, 33. Krunk will slowly rise because he feels like he's being bid to introduce himself. Krunk will lift up, so he's on his knees, and go, "My name is Krunk. You might have heard of me. A true worshiper of the gods, and a loyal servant of Desna after receiving her blessing upon me for my many services."
Ah, Krunk. It's been a minute since I've been to any of the settlements, but that name does sound familiar. I think I've heard tales of your feats.
Yes.
An honor to have you here. The Desna is a respectable deity, not one that I am devout to myself, but I can respect it.
Respect
Please.
many of the gods.
He'll go towards like the center shrine where the juggler is spinning around, and he's got like a little alcove underneath that center altar. He's gonna pull out a stack of pillows and set them down on the floor. Feel free to take a seat. I've got some biscuits in the oven. I suppose it was fated I'd have visitors.
Can you repeat this guy's name, please, Chase?
Blegkenu the Pious.
Blegkenu.
Yeah, Blegkenu.
Blag.
Blegkenu?
Blegkenu. Okay, got it.
Blag.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, give me just a moment for the biscuits and strong drink, not strong drink.
Can I sense
Whatever the god
motive?
favors.
Strong drink it is. And he's gonna go. There's like a little oven in the corner. You can see is letting up some steam, and he's gonna pull out just a comically large pan of just these massive lumpy biscuits. There's like 4 of them. Each one is like the size of a full cake. And he's gonna pull them out, and he's gonna come up to the altar, and he's gonna just put like 1 plate of large biscuits in front of all of you. And then he's going to pull out like a full like salad bowl size, like family salad bowl size of a bowl. And he's gonna take out a huge carafe of some sort of drink and pour you all like a massive bowl full of whatever the strong drink is. Yeah, like your own punch bowl. And he'll put a punch bowl and a massive biscuit in front of each of you.
Katie,
And
did
are
you
you
want to
guys,
sense motive?
Are you eating and or drinking?
I want to sense the motive first.
Yeah, deal blindly.
I would
And he's
love
like,
to-
I don't like how much you've been avoiding allowing me to roll this sense.
Yeah, I
motive.
don't love it.
May I also roll blind?
Yep, anybody can if they want.
Man's
Also,
put
I
a
like
lot
this,
of protein.
I like this cave ambiance we got here with the dripping water.
Oh, I have no ambiance.
I'm very immersed.
Gingham, it's hard for you to tell. He seems friendly, but you don't have a good read on him. Krunk and Jack, he seems like he's being earnest. You're not picking up anything sinister. He seems genuinely friendly.
So, I can't imagine many folk live around here.
No, not many. Some travelers take the pilgrimage here to see my shrine.
It is a very nice shrine,
Thank
says
you.
Krunk, carefully picking up a large biscuit and taking a huge bite.
I built this shrine. I didn't give myself the nickname the Pious. I'm not sure I deserve it, but that's what they call me, because I live up here in this shrine, day in, night out, to pay homage to my god, Balmabdar. I will never forsake.
I respect such true devotion.
Thank you, I appreciate it. How are the biscuits?
How are
They're
the
delicious.
biscuits?
They are so good. Buttery, delicious goodness, perfectly baked, just humongous. Way too much biscuit for one person.
A delight. I've never found a biscuit that was quite my size.
Ah, that is a homage to my god. The bigger, the better.
Yeah, is that also in worship of your god? Jack will point to the floating juggler card.
Ah, that. I don't believe so. Well, I do believe so in a sense. I don't know how it got here. It just appeared here. I found it there above the altar one morning several weeks ago. It's very magical, and I suspect it has powers far beyond floating in circles. I've been seeking the prayer that will bring it to life, But look, see how immense the juggler on that card is? Look at the size of the things he tosses about so casually. What could this be but a sign from the World Shaker? Marvelous. The juggler must be a herald to my god. I just need the right prayer to bring him forth. And so that is my city.
I see. Crunk eyeballs Jack.
Yeah, so it just appeared here a few weeks ago, you said?
Just about.
And
Floating just like that.
any strange visitors in that time? Any unpleasantness?
Not strange visitors to me. I had a strange visit, but that's another tale.
It could be relevant. We've been investigating cards like these, actually. So this is not the first one we've seen. Perhaps we could help illuminate you.
Interesting. It seems that the World Shaker has sent you to aid me then. Well, I tried to grab the card. I would advise against it. It'll toss you about like you're nothing but a rag doll.
Might I try?
If you desire, just be careful.
Perhaps.
No gesture to it.
I'm going to stand up and walk over there.
Okay. Yeah, it's just flittering around. It just looks like a little feather blowing around like the wind.
Crunk shakes out his arms, his armor clanging, and then reaches out, grabs it.
As you grab it, it starts swinging you around upside down and about like you're a rag doll as long as you hold on to it.
Crunk, let go.
I'll let go and drop to my feet,
You
hopefully.
fling across the room a little bit.
Wham!
It's a bit heavier than it looks, isn't it?
What a joy that was to experience.
Yeah, indeed. I would agree with you. But you see, this is the conclusion I came to, is that it's stuck there, but there must be a way to get it if it's sent by my god. And what is the suit that you see on that card? It's the suit of keys.
Looks like keys.
I would agree.
Right, suit of keys. It's from the Harrow. You know what the Harrow is? You said you knew about the card, so I imagine.
We're familiar.
How would you get a card of the keys, but with a key, right?
I suppose that makes sense.
So I gathered any keys that I could, tried pressing keys to it, tried throwing keys at it, tried melting keys in its honor, but none of it did the trick. But I do believe that I stumbled upon, by no ill fate, the answer to my question, my problem, how to get the card. You see, I took a nice stroll down into the jungle as I do, collecting berries and ingredients for my biscuits. And down in that jungle I wandered about, I stumbled across a lakeshore, a beautiful lakeshore. I stopped there for a drink, and across from that lakeshore I saw a large cavern. And in that cavern I saw many, many shining beauties. So I took a quick swim to that cavern and wandered into the cavern. And in that cavern was piles and piles of glorious treasure, none of it of interest to me, of course, except for one thing that I saw there. The largest key you've ever seen, maybe his entire arm length, and he gestures at Crunk. A massive key. Cannot be a coincidence, can it not? So I picked up that key, ready to take it back and answer my problem. And what did return to the cavern but a very large dragon? This dragon came back and attacked me. I pled for its mercy, said I just wanted the key, tried to ask about the key. It was quite a merciful dragon. It did not slay me. It just warned me to never to return to its lair again, and it would not let me take its key.
How unfortunate.
Indeed. But merciful dragon or not merciful dragon, I fear it must perish so that that key can be brought here. It must be a sign, right? So now I'm assuming that my god, the World Shaker, you look formidable. You must be 3 dragon slayers.
I don't know if anyone has used those words exactly to describe me.
Well, then they're very poor of vocabulary.
I have killed a dragon before. What sort of dragon was this one?
Oh, I don't know. It was blue with bits of red on its wing. Very tall, curly horns. A white belly.
Sounds familiar.
Can I roll
You
an
guys-
Arcana?
Yeah, you guys can roll Arcana or an applicable lore.
Would I already
Everyone knows
know?
what this is.
Oh,
Nat 20
damn.
chase.
Crunk knows.
20.
Finally, something happened for Crunk.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll give you all the scoop between, because you'll get the description, which will trigger your memory from the carnival, Jack. And then Crunk, you'll be able to confirm that's what type of dragon it is. It is a cloud dragon. Let's talk about cloud dragons. Let's also show you guys some art of what cloud dragons look like.
Crowd dragons.
There you go. That's what they look like.
Oh, it's cool.
Whoa.
Who gets to describe this one, Chase?
Let's do Tori. I don't think you've described. No, Em, you skipped your description, right?
Yeah.
Your turn.
I don't like this way this one looks. This dragon is squatting over some rocks. It has really, really well muscled, defined, like, forelimbs that are kind of like curled up underneath it, close to its back legs, with a long, skinny tail. It has kind of like a skyish blue top and like a dirty white belly, and it's extremely ribbed. The wings are nice and tall, but kind of folded along its back with like a pink tone to them, kind of in the middle, but fades into blue, like a sunset or a sunrise. It has two horns on top that looks kind of like really skinny moose antlers in the way that it's kind of chunky and then has little forked bits off of it, but then it also has mandible looking things that come off of those horns down by the jaw. Its head is not typical dragon shaped, like all impressive. It looks smaller than most dragons, and it's got a nice gaping maw with some serrated teeth and a kind of pointy tongue. It's just not my favorite dragon.
What a good description. I'm sorry it disappointed you.
No, it's great. It's perfect. It's everything I've ever wanted from a dragon.
It also has really cool piercing blue eyes.
Yeah.
It does.
God, it does. All right, well, you guys know a lot of stuff about this. You ready for an information overload?
I am.
Let's talk about cloud dragons. Crunk, you'll know the lore on cloud dragons, and then Jack will give you some of the tactics, given that you you saw the play and witnessed some of the stuff. At heart, cloud dragons are wanderers, explorers, and travelers who enjoy nothing more than seeing new lands and meeting unusual creatures. Cloud dragons range in color from light blue to pale milky white and have thick curling horns and rather short snouts. They keep lairs among the extreme altitudes of the highest mountain peaks, but are away on their many journeys as often as they're at home. Cloud dragons spend long hours surveying the lands they fly over from great heights, but they are creatures of whim, making it hard to predict what will pique their curiosity and bring them winging down to converse or investigate something on the ground. Cloud dragons seldom perform acts of outright malice, but they are not often charitable either. A cloud dragon is as likely to simply pluck something they desire off the ground and fly away with it as they are to bargain fairly. A cloud dragon's ever-changing interests never seem to stray toward their complicated schemes and long-term plans of other dragons. These rovers are creatures of the moment, and although they are as mentally gifted as other true dragons, their interests remain in the here and now. Yet the cloud dragon's penchant for living in the moment is not a personality flaw. They're more than capable of anticipating long-term results of their actions and won't make foolish choices simply to pursue a current interest. At the same time, cloud dragons have little interest in worrying about the future and are as confident in their ability to handle tomorrow's problems as they are today's. Cloud dragons' hordes tend to be well guarded and well hidden as a natural result of their roving habits, often taking them away from their lairs for extended periods. Their treasuries include a wide variety of items that they've driven to gather a broad range of prizes, rather than collecting one type of item intensively. To a cloud dragon, a diversified horde is a perfect horde. And here's some of their tactics.
Diversify their assets.
Yeah, it's great.
Very smart, very intelligent.
All right. So these dragons, some of their special abilities to watch out for. They have Deflecting Cloud, which is if they have a free wing and a range attack would hit them, they can spend a reaction to bat it away. They have a Nasty Breath weapon that's a 50-foot cone and big electricity damage. They have a Cloud form where they can become very difficult to harm or interact with because they turn into a vapor. They can make a lot of strikes with very few actions. They have Dark Vision. They have Scent. They have Mist Vision and can see through clouds or any concealed effects that are a fog or a mist. They're very resistant to magic. They're very intimidating to be in their presence and can frighten somebody who's too close. They can walk on clouds as if it was solid ground. And whenever they crit somebody, they recharge their breath weapon immediately. They're also spellcasters and are capable of casting spells such as Wall of Wind, Gust of Wind, Obscuring Mist. And
Are they weak or
yes,
resistant to anything?
Yep, they are immune to electricity, being paralyzed, and being put to sleep. They have no weaknesses or resistances. Reflex is their worst save. Fort and Will are both their best saves. And their challenge rating is 15.
You said they have no weaknesses or resistances?
Right, just immunities.
What was their immunities?
Electricity, paralyzation, and sleep.
Y'all, I prepared so much electricity today.
No more
Perfect,
shocking grasp.
perfect,
for
excellent.
Grunk. Yes, good.
Did you say reflex is worst or best?
Worst.
Worst.
The
Got
other
it.
two are tied for best.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right, Jack will download Gingham and Crunk on all of that stuff later because I feel like it would be weird to immediately dive into. Okay, here's how we kill this thing right in front of the little monk man here. But yes, noted.
Yes, I have dealt with these dragons before. Luckily, it didn't come to blows then. I could see if we could deal with this for you.
Very good. If you can get me the key, then I think that we can get this card unlocked and bring forth my herald. Are you looking for this card?
We are.
Well, as long as you don't mind me extracting my god's herald from it, I'm fine if you take the card afterwards. I'll even paint a replica while you're off slaying the dragon.
I guess
A
that's
large
fine.
replica.
Of course, a large replica.
You know, I would like to hear more about your god sometime, as I am a large being myself. Perhaps that would be something that would resonate well with your god.
Yes, I would be happy to talk about that sometime.
Does he really seem happy to talk about that sometime?
He does.
His tone wasn't very positive. Okay, good.
Could I take one of these biscuits for the road? I mean,
Please don't let it go to waste. It would be an honor to my god if you ate the entire thing.
okay, I'll see about that. Jack will. He wants to take. Is there an untouched biscuit or one that has not been dug into yet?
He's been picking at his, unless Gingham hasn't been touching their biscuit.
Gingham was about to looks, but we'll look over at Jack.
I'll say. Oh, here. I'll use this feat because I have it and I haven't used it yet. I have double speak, and any allies who've traveled alongside me for at least one full week, which you both have, automatically discern my meaning when I say one thing but really mean another. So what Jack is saying is he wants to use this biscuit for a specific purpose, and please don't eat it.
Okay.
Slides the cookie over.
Okay. Jack will open his bag of holding and squish it, slide it in and stuff it into the bag so he can take it with him.
All right, excellent. He'll stand up. Would you like me to show you where the lair is located?
That could save us some time.
It could.
Good. Let's go take a look over the jungle. He'll walk you guys out front of the cave entrance and gesture to the jungle, and he'll point through a little clearing where you guys can clearly see a lake. Just down there, maybe an hour's travel.
Bring you the key. Use it on the card.
That's what I would say. Just bring me the key. I will deal with unlocking the card. I've done much praying on the matter.
As you wish.
Well, stay as long as you'd like, and when you're ready to set out, then set out.
Appreciated. I would like to prepare some spells, if that is quite all right.
You take your time.
Chase, I can spend 10 minutes and redistribute my spells, right? Or is that a one-y thing that I'm remembering?
One per 10 minutes.
1 per 10 minutes? Okay, I need 20 minutes to fix my shocking grasps then.
That's fine. We can just hang out and munch.
Gingham's gonna.
These biscuits are huge.
Gingham's
Is anybody
gonna
going to try to finish their entire biscuit?
Crunk did.
You got to roll a fortitude save if you want to finish that whole thing. It is tough to finish all that bread, even for your stature.
Even for how big and nice I am? What about another nat 20?
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
Nice.
Eat the biscuit.
Yeah, no, you finish that whole thing, every last bite. You going to finish the drink as well?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. You're going to have a blessing from Balamdar. You can go ahead and you can choose before a roll. You can choose to use it to roll fortune on a roll.
Yay!
Nice. That's awesome.
I can use that for a spell strike, and that'll be OP.
Nice.
I think
We know type-
Jack tries, or like not very hard, but he quickly fills up and is like, I'm so done with this biscuit.
It's good, but it quickly gets overbearing.
Can I try a bit of yours, Jack?
Oh yeah, please help yourself. I am very done. Not that it wasn't delicious. It was delicious. I'm just I can't contain all of that. The magnificence of your god is too much for my slight frame.
His magnificence is overwhelming for many. I understand.
I'll slide the plate over to Gingham.
And Blake Kenu ate his biscuit so fast, like without any sort of effort.
Because he doesn't skip gym days.
This is probably why he's so thack.
Yeah. And you know how Cookie Monster eats cookies where none of the cookie goes anywhere? That's how Gingham attacks the cookie. There's just crumbs that fall out.
Yes?
Is this thing immune to bludgeoning damage?
Nope. Just electricity, paralysis, and sleep.
Okay.
Me too.
I think what do you guys think if I take 30 minutes and redo Chromatic Ray as well? Because that has a 1 in 8 chance to be electricity damage. And it has a petrify option.
If you
Sure.
wanna.
So that could potentially, like, if we got a good hit and then it was immune, that would just really suck. Okay. I'm going to do 2 disintegrates then. And then for my 5th level slots, I think I'm going to go with briny bolts. 2 briny bolts. Because that will be, let me just test, 10d6 plus it can blind it. And
Nice.
dazzle it. Okay.
Jack will spend these 30 minutes then. He's going to ask Gingham if Gingham has any scrap that they don't like need or like care about. Just like spare stuff, not valuable stuff, but just any random objects.
Gingham goes into their bag of holding and pulls out so many scraps.
Great. I'll take this one. That'll be good. And a couple of these. Jack just grabs a random assortment of stuff and he's going to kind of step outside the cavern and go to work on this biscuit. He's gonna like carve some like runes that he kind of knows and just like stick it full of scraps and just try and make it look very strange and like it could be magical. It's just like it's very odd and unique looking now.
I like it.
Do you want me to do any kind of check or can I just do that?
No, that's fine.
Okay,
It looks odd and potentially magical.
perfect.
I'm afraid. Gingham's gonna sit cross-legged in front of Blakenu. What else do you do here?
Well, I pray, and I cook, and I hike for ingredients to cook, and then I pray, and then I paint, and then I sleep.
Oh, what else do you cook?
Mostly just biscuits.
Is it a secret recipe?
Of course.
Their shoulders drop. Okay.
Maybe someday, if you're devout enough, I'll teach you my biscuit recipe. If they call you Gingham the Pious.
And they would teach? You would teach me?
I would have to teach another Pious.
That makes sense. Do you make other things?
Do I make other things? Paintings and biscuits.
What do you paint?
Mostly my god.
You're so pious, eh?
That's why they call me that.
Not to interrupt this scintillating conversation, but I'm prepared with my spells, and I also have reattuned my brass dwarf card to allow me to have resistance to any sort of electricity damage that this cloud dragon wishes to bestow upon us.
And that gives you weakness to the one you had prior, right?
For
Crunk?
1 minute.
Only for 1 minute. Nice.
Good call, Crunk.
And the mountain erupts in fire. No,
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Seems pretty rude, doesn't it?
Seems extreme.
yes.
All
And
right.
while we're on this trip, Jack will say, now listen, about cloud dragons, as we all know, they just they're unpredictable, right? They like random stuff. They do random things. Well, not random to them, of course, but, Anyway,
No.
I don't know if this will work. It's okay, Gingham. I don't know if this will work or not, but that biscuit monster creation I made, I was thinking maybe we could try to trade it. Maybe we can convince it that it's some sort of weird, strange, magical item that it's never seen before, and it might be willing to make a trade, and we can just sort the whole business peacefully without having to fight a huge electric.
Doesn't that seem a little bit insulting?
Oh, sorry, would you rather just go charging in there and just stab it to death right away? Is that...
No. What?
Okay, then what would you propose?
I was just wondering if we're presenting a biscuit, and I would like to think that dragons are a little smarter than a biscuit.
It might not work, I'm willing to admit that, but let me just tell you, I have sold worse to smarter creatures.
Oh. That makes me sad.
Well, I'm always willing to try any of your plans, Jack.
Makes me sad. Listen, you guys, I mean, we go in there and we ask really nicely and say pretty please, and maybe it just works. I'm just letting you know what I'm thinking, and I didn't just spend 30 minutes making an art project because I felt like it.
Oh.
It makes perfect sense to me, Jack, of course. We will support you in any way you need.
I mean, have you guys ever seen a biscuit that huge?
Oh, well, no, not personally, but I think that's a great plan. Great plan.
Jack can tell that neither of you think this is a good plan, but he is going to soldier forward anyway.
Perfect.
Uppies on Crunk.
Yeah, Crunk will scoop you up.
Gingham will
And then we'll have
settle.
like a whispered conversation.
Yeah.
I think that he realizes the dragon will be able to sense if there's magic there or not.
I think he doesn't know, but do you think we should just stand back really far and let him handle it?
You know, I'm not gonna stand back far. I don't want my dear friend being devoured by a dragon. I think it's important that we show support for his ideas and take care of him if it happens to backlash.
Oh, this is like one of those lessons learned bits.
Yes. We'll support Jack from very close by.
Okay, I like that plan a lot better.
Crunk's really bad at stealth. You might have heard that.
Jack, I'm sure Jack heard that. He has a really high perception.
Gingham.
Can I just roll it just to have like the worst roll?
Yeah, roll stealth versus Jack's perception DC.
What about a 17?
He definitely heard that.
Yeah, definitely.
What a waste of such a good roll.
I know. It's okay.
Terrible.
Jack will not say anything though. He's gonna just lead the way.
We'll
he
think we got
thinks
away
he might
with
be able
it.
to. He might be able to pull this off. As he said, he has lied about worse to creatures, at least in his estimation, are smarter.
Smarter than a dragon, yes, of course, Jack. Genius plan. Let's continue onwards. I cannot wait to see how you manage this.
I also cannot wait to see how this goes.
All right. So you guys head down the mountain path into the clouded, misty jungle. And it is like a little under an hour's travel time as you guys start to get near to the lake. And as you guys get near the lake, the thick, squat trees of this bowl-shaped valley grow densely together. A deep blue lake lies here, the trail turning upon reaching its shore and winding off to the east. A cliff rises from the lake's western shore, and a large cave entrance is visible at the base. A jagged rock protrudes from the lake's surface, not far off from the cave entrance. And that's what you guys see here. I got you guys on this map. You're free to explore it as you see fit.
Okay, I have another thought about the first approach. Maybe plan A. Let's start mapping these out. Okay, so I think maybe plan A, the cloud dragon might not even be here. Might be off wandering out somewhere else. Maybe we can just sneak in, grab the key, and get out of there. No problem.
That'd be
Right?
largely convenient.
If that doesn't work, then I think plan B for Biscuit is where that comes in. We see if we can trade for the key. And then plan C is combat. Plan C is, I guess we just have to kill the dragon because it's not going to give up the key.
You think perhaps there's a chance for bargaining? Maybe there is something the dragon wants that we could get for it in exchange for the key, so we don't have to try and
B
kill
for biscuit. Okay, or for
hypothetically.
bargaining. Is that better? Strike a deal.
No, my apologies. My apologies. Continue, Jack. I shouldn't have even opened my mouth.
That's a good consideration, and we can keep it on the list under B. B subpoint. We'll say plan B.1 is biscuit. B.2 is favor or some other thing that the dragon wants.
What lovely plan, Jack. Yes, of course.
Okay, are you guys gonna come in with me? I do have quiet allies if we want to. I'll try to sneak in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
All right. So, Jack, I'm going to let you navigate. You guys just kind of keep your tokens behind Jack.
Can do.
And
Okay.
you just go where you want to go. So, you're stealthing, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I guess as we approach, I do want to make a perception check. I want to try and see if the dragon is here, or like if I can hear it, breathing or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Because if it is here, then I don't know if sneaking is the best plan, because then it might
Maybe we
think
should
we're
just
trying
walk
to.
right in,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Oh no, what's in that one?
I think more than one of us can roll
Sure,
a
I mean, you guys
perception,
are all here.
Probably.
That one's going to give
Jack
the
is
others a -2.
Oh, sorry. Jack is quietly fuming to himself about this whole that they don't believe in the biscuit plan.
Oh, that was not much
Getting him
better.
with a 24.
23.
23.
Oh
We have
my
no
God.
idea. No idea if the dragon is here.
All right.
This hurts.
Okay.
Cool.
We're
good.
singing a song as we approach.
No,
a
this
la
isn't the stealth
Gallivant.
roll. This is perception.
Oh, okay, good.
Noisy Jack. I just saw your
No, I would never put such a tag upon my circumstances.
Your
for this
modifier?
roll. Oh,
What?
no.
All right. So, Jack, this roll for you is going to be your normal stealth -5 because of Krunk.
Okay,
Why?
that's how that works.
Because you have the
'Cause
lowest
it's quiet
dex.
allies.
Oh, -5?
But,
Yeah, you're
so that's
pretty
what Quiet
loud.
Allies does. It just uses the
gonna
lowest
use
dex, but it
Crunk's
uses
modifier.
my
Skill.
Bonus.
Yep, that's the word. Oh, hang on, I have to add the -5. Oh, I can just toggle my dex off. That's cool.
Nice. Look at that.
That's only a 25. I think I'm gonna hero point.
Ooh, you have 3, right?
I do.
Let's see it happen.
Okay, so do that. Roll. Ooh, a 39.
Much better.
Okay. A 39. You got it. All right. Now, as you guys are walking, are you discussing or anything, or are you like dead silence?
I'm probably quiet. I'm trying to let my good friend focus.
I'm gonna. Can I Andy's coming right now? And just. Yeah, I'm
Just
Andy's
preemptively,
coming.
Andy's
I am
coming.
preemptive Andy's coming.
Yep.
Secured
All right.
in Krunk's spikes.
So, as you guys are moving along, I imagine you're just going to head towards the cave.
That's the plan.
Okay. I'm going to move you guys along a bit then. Any of you who are at least trained in nature here, go ahead and roll me in nature.
Ooh, I am.
That is not something I'm trained in.
Oh, come on.
Is this a knowledge?
7.
Like, can I use my silent hag?
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, you
Okay.
can.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yes.
Do you want blind?
Nope.
Okay.
I'd a rather esoteric lord. That's okay though.
I can
rolled a
change that to
2,
your
so
esoteric lore.
it's a 21.
21. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. You guys get to the edge of the lake over here, and you can see that the cave is over there. What are
So
you
there's
doing?
like a little. Is this a river? Oh no, it's a
This
lake.
is-
It's just
this
like
is
the
a
edge
lake,
of
yeah.
the lake. Okay, so we have to cross the lake a little bit to get to the
Yeah,
cave.
like right along the shore here is just difficult terrain, but once you get any deeper, like to here, it is going to be a swim.
How far of a swim does it seem to be? Is this map kind of to scale?
It is to scale.
So
you can see
a
it
pretty
right
short
there.
swim.
Yeah, pretty short.
How
swim.
deep is the water here?
Like maybe 6 to 10 feet once you get to over here, deeper towards the center over here.
How are you swimming, Jack?
I mean, I can swim. This is a lake, right? It's not like rough water or anything, right?
Right, just a lake.
Okay, shouldn't be too hard.
Well then, let us carry on. Athletics, Chase?
Athletics, and it's gonna have to be a rerolled stealth here now that you're in the lake.
Aw,
Yeah,
such
I
a
carry
good
Gingham.
stealth.
Yeah, Keith's probably a better idea.
I'm just gonna like let Gingham the very rare time for Gingham to stand on my shoulders.
Wait,
and
did
hold
you
on to
guys
my
just
horn.
discuss something? You just asked Jack how he was at swimming?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll initiative when you ask Jack how he is at swimming.
Oh my gosh. Because we're too loud.
I mean, you can say it very stealthily, but if any noise is made at all, we're going to roll initiative.
Well,
Oh,
I do feel pretty cool
no.
because that means that the 39 we were making no noise. Chase, why don't you ever let me roll stealth for initiative ever?
You can roll stealth. You can, in fact, if
Oh,
you
I
want to take
can?
your 39, you can keep it here.
I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna set up an
wanna do
encounter?
that.
So we
Yeah,
can
let
roll
me do that.
initiative?
Let's
He
do that.
Maybe wants to do that.
There we go. All right, encounter is set up.
I
Shall
would like to roll
can I
my
Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying I think I would like to roll my perception instead of stealth, if that's okay.
Yeah, you sure can.
Almost another nat 20. That was too bad.
Can you just set me at the 39, Chase, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh, it doesn't look like we're fighting the Durkin, though.
Good news, it's something else.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to punish you for speaking, Crunk. I'd normally keep that under the stealth, but there's a reason why that triggered, and we'll get over it. Or
Could
we'll
I-
get into it.
I have a
Get over it.
question, Chase. I have tactical entry, and I'm wondering when exactly that can trigger. So the requirements is you rolled stealth for initiative in this encounter, and neither you nor any enemies have acted yet in this encounter. Would Jack like realize what is happening, or like are we kind of surprised and this Opali is gonna act first, so I won't use tactical
You're
entry?
surprised, and so they're going to act first because you all failed both your perceptions and your natures. So
Okay.
you are caught off guard here, so one of these is automatically going first. Let's talk about what's going first. I'll show you the artwork. There is some strange plants here that you guys didn't notice on your way up. They look like this.
Wow, we should have noticed that.
Yep.
Mhm.
What is, who's describing them, Chase?
I think it's Tori's turn.
Okay. It's a big vine. You know, it kind of reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors, actually.
Yeah, Audrey too.
It's a, big giant flower, although it's not so much a fly trap. It's more just like a big pink flower. But it's got a bunch of skulls near its base, and that does seem like the thing we should have noticed. But yeah, it's just big. It's got some vine tendrils kind of near its roots as well. So overall, a little bit dangerous looking, kind of concerning.
You know?
It seems like something we should have noticed.
Yeah,
But the roll said no.
Perhaps.
we were too busy trying to look out for a dragon.
To be
Thanks for
fair, this
focus
is
on
a
the lake.
jungle. There's like a lot of like big bright plants around here and stuff, so they blended in pretty good.
Fair enough. Thank you for making me feel good.
You're welcome. Just because they're on big tokens, they look very obvious. But when you're walking through a jungle with lots of big plants and flowers, they probably blended it good. All right, so what happens here at the start of initiative is you guys are like quiet, super silent, and Crunk, you're even pretty like quiet, like you're sneaking. So I imagine you're gonna say super low, like "How are you at swimming, Jack?" Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
But this, like, shortly after you speak, you guys catch sight of this big pink flower just arches over so the petals face you, and immediately lets out this horrible blasting sound that feels like a shockwave washes over you, and it just hurts your head and your ears. And I need all of you to make a fortitude save.
Oh no. A fortitude save. Okay. Oh, that 5 was not nice to look at.
Nope, not a good 5 from Jack.
What
So
about-
that's 25 from Jack.
33 for Krunk.
21 for
32 for
Gingham.
Okay, let's see. So DC here was 29. So Jack and Gingham, you fail.
At least
Crunk,
it's
you
not a
will
crit fail.
succeed. So Crunk, you're going to take half damage from this. This is sonic damage.
Ooh, okay.
Gingham and Jack, you're going to take full 33 sonic damage.
Ouch.
And then Gingham and Jack, you two are deafened.
Oh, poo.
So deafened is you can't hear, you automatically critically fail perception checks required to hear. -2 to perception checks for initiative. That won't matter here. If you perform an action with the auditory trait, you have to make a flat check. And you're immune to auditory effects. So not like a super huge deal, but There you have it. Now, this thing, like, before it deafened your ears, it was like a loud, like, truck horn type sound, like just a loud brrrr, like super out of place, super loud, clearly bellowed from this flower. And you see another one perks up right over here. So it looks like there is two of them. And that is going to be this first one's turn, was that blast. And then it's actually going to start slithering towards you all slightly. So up to there.
Okay.
And that's its turn. Jack, you're up.
Okay. Since I'm deafened already, I'm almost tempted to use my hag card so I can't be flanked. But it takes all 3 actions, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, I'll wait. I'll hold off on that. I think maybe I'll draw my rapier and oh man, I'm like just can't quite do all the things I want to do. No, I'll draw my dagger, I guess, outcast, and I'll throw it at this thing. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll draw my rapier and my dagger, and I'll throw my dagger. There we go. There's all 3 actions.
So drawing both is only 1 action. You can interact both as one.
Cool. Well, then I'll throw at least for my second action. So
you got it.
Don't need any special modifier. Ooh, a 41.
There we go.
Oh.
A 41 is going to be a crit.
Nice. I wish I were doing sneak attack, but that's okay. That is a big fat 16.
Okay, 16 was the crit, and that's persistent bleed damage.
Yes. I don't know if this thing can bleed.
It does. It starts like sapping out some kind of like green goop.
Gross. Okay. And then what will we do? I think I probably want to move.
There's no sense in us getting close to it for it to full round us. We might as well make it come to us and waste an action.
That's true.
That was your turning dagger, right? So it flies back to you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm seeing if I can use skirmish strike with a ranged strike. It does not specify, so
if it just says strike, you can do a ranged strike.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll just step and strike here. Although maybe it has reach though. It's kind of big and scary. All right, I'll stay put. Sorry, I'm just waffling over here. I'm gonna stay put. I'll throw my dagger again, and that's the end of my turn. Apologies, everyone, for being so
No worries.
slow.
You're fine. Also, Crunk, the reason that triggered these things have precise sound sense.
That was a critic. That was a nat 1, Chase.
Ooh,
Whoa.
nat 1. Hold up, I'm gonna get cards right here.
Maybe I'll use my rabbit prints.
Ooh, you could.
That makes sense.
All right, so we're sticking with the nat 1.
I guess so.
All right, this was technically a ranged attack. Oh, that's a bad one, Tori. That's a really bad one for you.
No.
So until healed on these cards means until you are at full hit points and rest 10 minutes, or until somebody treats wounds on you and gets you to full health.
Okay.
You're clumsy 2.
Oh.
How does that happen?
You tore it down and you threw it wrong. And
Oh my gosh.
Pull the muscle.
That sucks so bad.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Okay, there you have it.
That was
Cool.
pretty.
Turn.
That was pretty intense and rude, honestly.
Yeah, but that is like a super severe nat 1.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Some of them get you pretty nasty.
I'm not gonna let those slide anymore. That's the last card you draw for me, Chase.
Never
Noted.
again.
Yeah, Chase, let me just draw the card that is a direct counter to everring that you
The
do. Here you
anti-rogue
go.
card.
And ta-da.
All right, that is my very sad turn.
All right, Crunk, you're up.
Oh, Crunk.
Crunk is going to.
Wait.
What?
What if I can make it weaker for you?
I suppose, but I'm not getting in there yet.
Just okay if you're not.
You can't hear me.
Oh, that's right. I'm just gonna keep tapping you.
I don't understand what you want. And Crunk is going to draw weapons. He's actually going to be two-handing his bastard sword right now. He is not doing short sword and shield. One action to cast shield, and second action to get into arcane. The third action to get into arcane stance.
Okay.
So pull out a weapon. A shield of force just appears. It's kind of hovering next to him out of the way, and then he just like kind of slides into a sideways stance with magic crackling around him.
Did you cast a... Oh, yeah. Is Arcane Cascade, can you do that off a cantrip?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I thought it just said if you cast a
You
spell.
must cast a spell. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
That's a good way to get into it. I like it.
Thank you.
Efficiency.
And then
Um,
abjuration, so it's going to be force damage, right?
Mhm,
Nice.
That's
I like
correct.
it. Okay. That's Crunk. Gingham.
All right, time to be a thaumaturge.
Oh, and Jack, you're no longer deafened.
Thanks.
Thanks. I would like to exploit a vulnerability.
Yep. Esoteric lore.
Yep, and this is without minuses, thank God. Oh, that's pretty good. 35.
35 is a success.
Okay, so I get to know its highest weakness.
And you did that as a free action, right? Because you have your... Oh, don't have your tome out yet, right?
No, exploit vulnerability is different than the tome ability.
Gotcha.
It's exploit vulnerability is an action to do.
Okay, gotcha. And that is also a recall knowledge, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this is an opali. An opali is a tenacious, twisting vine with white, trumpet-shaped flowers that grows in temperate and tropical regions. Stories passed down through generations refer to the opali as a bad luck vine and warn against letting one take over a copse or garden, lest your luck drain away like water down a hole. This folklore contains more wisdom than most farmers or settlers realize. Opalis are usually 30 feet long, but they twist and coil on themselves so much that they occupy a space not much larger than a horse.
Chase.
All right. Yes.
It's a copse.
Cops? Did I say copes?
Yeah, you said
Cops.
copse again after that whole.
Is that
after
the
whole
second
thing.
time I've done that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a copse.
It's now canonically a copse in this world.
It
According
really
to Chase.
is.
Mhm.
That's pretty funny. All right. Yeah, why don't you guys... do you want offense, defense, or special abilities, Katie?
Special abilities.
Special abilities. All right. So they have a trumpet blast, which is what just happened to you. It's a 60-foot cone. It's a big burst of sonic damage that deafens people, and it's super loud. That has a cooldown, or if they take damage, they get it back. They have a reaction called Energizing Incompetence, which is where if anybody critically fails an attack against them, they get to be quickened on the next turn.
Hey,
You're
You're
so you know-
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And then they have precise sound sense within 60 feet. They have low light vision, and they have something called Drain Luck, which is where if they hit you with their vine, then you have to make a fortitude save. And if you fail it, then you can take persistent poison damage, and you can get misfortune on all of your checks.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty nasty.
Yikes.
Also,
Okay.
notably, along with the special abilities, you know that Gingham, opali trumpets are one of the main crafting ingredients for thunderstones, and you can harvest their trumpets for crafting thunderstones.
Also, I get to know their highest weakness.
Highest weakness is fire by 10.
Ooh. Okay. Neat. So I am going to pull out of my esoteric bag of esotericness my precious twine, and I'm gonna reach down and wrap it around Crunk's wrist, and I'm gonna point at it and say very loudly, "Fire damage, that will help it."
Thank you.
I'm gonna share weakness, and then
Is Crunk's sword just light on fire?
Crunk's arm feels very warm, and it transfers into the sword.
Nice.
And then I have one more action, right? Share
That you do.
weakness, and then I'm gonna really do other things. Wow. I'm gonna assist. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Last act.
Ready and aid. You got it.
Mhm.
Okay. That makes it... Oh, yeah. Conk already did all his shields and whatnot. Okay. It's going to make it this one's turn here.
The other opali.
The other opali is going to move up over here. And it is going to blast out a big deafening sound. And all three of you need to make me fortitude saves.
Again?
They should have gone deaf.
But yeah, Gingham, your deaf wore off just in time for you to be affected by this.
Definitely again, because that was only 25.
Oh no, I rolled bad this time.
25's a fail.
27?
35.
27's a fail.
35 is a success, right?
35 is success.
Y'all, I have a chance to fail my spells.
Whoa, that's a lot more than the first one.
That was a mean
50
roll.
damage.
Chase, I was still in the thoughts of re-rolling.
Go for it. You can reroll if you want.
I might use my hero point to re-roll because I have a chance to fail my spells, which means I wouldn't be able to spell strike this combat.
Yeah, that seems bad.
Okay. So Jack, you're taking 25. Gingham,
Yep.
you're taking 50. Gingham, you're deafened again. Crunk, you're
about a
re-rolling.
36?
36 is a success.
38. Sorry.
38 is so close to a crit success. You're taking
Damn it.
25 damage, Crunk.
Okay.
All right. And that is it for that one's turn. All right, this one's up. This one seems energized and is going to scurry forward super quick up to here as one of its 4 actions.
Come at me!
And then it is going to Vine Whip Jack.
No.
Nimble
Chase.
dodge.
Nimble dodge it
Doesn't
is.
matter.
41 to hit.
That's a fun crit. Very
Oh.
fun.
Oh no, Jack, I'm really so mean against you. Any reactions, Crunk?
I don't think I have one for that.
Okay. All right, here's the damage, Jack. 44.
Ow.
And then you need to make me a fortitude save.
Cool.
Jack's
Very
having a great
fun.
time this fight.
Very fun session. That's only a 26.
Okay, 26 is going to be a fail. So you're going to take 2d6 persistent poison damage. And then for 1 round, you get misfortune.
How much persistent poison damage?
2d6. And that is applied to you, I think. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, and that was 2 actions. It's now going to Vine Whip Crunk.
It can try.
31.
Miss.
And now it's going to Vine Whip Gingham.
No.
Jeez.
Oh,
Whip, whip, whip. Oh
wish
no,
you
32.
Wouldn't hit.
Oh,
do on the
Chase,
minus
you rolled a
10.
19 on the 3rd?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty rude.
dude.
All right, you take 20 damage, Gingham, and you need to make me a fortitude save.
I'd rather not. You're so bad. 27.
Okay, you get misfortune for a round, and you take 2d6 persistent poison. And
Can you be poisoned as a puppet?
yeah,
I can't. Well, hold on. I have a thing. I have to look it up though. Pop it.
You gain circumstance bonus saving throws against death effect, disease, and poison.
so that would have put you at a
28?
28, which still fail.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna do this. I failed a saving throw during combat. My background is Crown of Chaos, and I'm gonna use Chaotic Destiny. It's a free action once per day. Chaos intervenes on my behalf. I can draw a hero card and re-roll my saving throw.
Ooh, what does the draw on the Haro card do?
Let's see. You take the result, but if you drew a card from the suit of crowns, improve the result by 1 degree of success. So if I get
Ooh.
a suit of crowns.
Okay, you got a suit of books.
Damn.
Tomes?
Let's just see if
Tomes?
I can roll
Is
better.
tomes and books
Oh,
Tomes,
the
yeah.
dancing on the
Yikes.
frickin' 20.
Here's the problem. I have to take that lesser roll.
No.
So if that turns into a crit fail,
It's not.
okay, that's
Okay.
good.
Chaos
It's worth it
intervening.
for the try.
Too much.
It was. The dice have been really mean right out the gate. So let's hope that turns around.
That would be good.
All right. End of this thing's turn. It takes 10 bleed damage. And
Well, at least
it's
my bleeding's doing something.
going to see if that recovers. It does not.
Good.
All right. That's Jack's turn now.
Okay, man, I don't know. I want to not be. I don't want to continue to get blasted. They recharge it if someone crit fails a strike against them, right?
They get quickened if
They get-
somebody crit
quickened.
fails.
So we don't know what recharges it.
They recharge in 1d4 rounds, or if they take or if it takes sonic damage. 20
Oh.
points of sonic damage will recharge it.
Okay. Well, then I will not go deaf this turn because hopefully they're both recharging at the moment.
Worst case, they will. Even if I rolled a 1, this would be their recharge round.
Yeah. Okay. I guess. Ugh. I really hate everything right now.
Fair.
I'll move. I think I'm not gonna step. I'm gonna risk it because I don't think Gingham. I don't think we heard. Is this flanking here?
That is flanking and no
Okay,
opera text.
I'm gonna move around to the other side of the flower that approached us,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and sneak attack it.
You got it. I'm gonna roll with
Luckily,
misfortune.
oh shoot! You're right.
It's okay. You're gonna nat 20 on both dice.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, my melee strikes are not affected by clumsy. So thank goodness for that. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not click the misfortune button.
That's okay.
That's probably going to miss, but I'll roll again to see what the lower one is. Okay, it's a 28 or a 31, so I guess 28 is
28 hits.
strike. Oh, nice. Okay,
It's the off guard anyways, which it is because you're flanking.
there's my damage plus... Oh my gosh, I rolled double ones on my sneak attack. Again, I think I've done that like 4 times. So that is a total of 13 damage, plus 1d6 bleed, which it's already bleeding, so...
Yep.
And then I will strike again.
Oh!
35 this time.
35's gonna hit.
All right. That is gonna be 20 damage. It's a little better. Oh, I have debilitating strike as well. So I'm gonna just put both on because I hit it twice. So it is enfeebled 1 and has a negative 10 foot status penalty to its speeds.
Okay. Enfeebled 2, you said?
Enfeebled
And
1
Enfeebled 1. Okay.
and slowed by 10 feet.
All right. And then this thing, let me make sure I catch up on this damage properly. I took that. 14 was the second one, right?
Yep, plus 6 for the sneak attack.
Damage there. And then -6. And then I think I missed your first sneak attack damage.
It
Which
was a big
2.
giant 2.
Nice. All right. Okay. That's your turn, Jack.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
You're stabbing it. It's bleeding green goop from all of its vine stems. And Crunk, you're up. Oh, and Jack, you're going to take 7 poison damage.
I have to roll a flat check, right?
Yep. I can just click this roll recovery for you.
Do I recover? Yay!
Not necessarily. I have to roll one more for you because you have
Oh
misfortune.
Gosh. Wait, for the whole turn?
All checks, but doesn't matter. Misfortune still
Oh,
recovers.
well, I need to re-roll that attack roll then, because I thought it was just for the next check I made. Sorry about
That's
that.
okay. Go ahead and roll it again. No, you know what? I missed it. You hit. You're good.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
Ah.
Chase just feels bad for bullying me.
For the entire party, the rolls have been so rude.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
All right.
kind and benevolent DM. I'm
Yes,
recovered from the
indeed.
poison.
Poison and misfortune are gone for you.
Oh,
Crunk,
thank the
you're up.
god.
Crunk is going to spell strike. Jack just disappeared around the side of this thing, and Crunk is feeling empowered by the flame thing that Gingham just said. So spell striking with an ignitions cantrip. Let's see if I hit. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, please. Does a 36 hit? And it's off guard.
36 hits, does not crit.
Doesn't
Just
crit.
barely doesn't crit.
Dang it.
Do you have a hero point left?
No. Didn't I have something though, Chase,
Oh,
to like...
shoot. I should have aided.
You
Go
should
for
have
it.
aided. You said you're gonna.
I
Get to
did.
it.
Attack roll, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you can get a 30, then Crunk will crit.
I'm totally gonna go 30 right now.
Come on. Come on, Gingham.
I'm gonna get you a +1 with 22.
+1. All right.
Unfortunate.
Anything else for you, Crunk?
Well, I'm gonna roll my damage. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I'm
No, I mean, like,
suffers.
no other bonuses, right?
I don't think that I have a bonus. I'm like looking through. I don't think I have anything else that would give me
Cool.
+1. Unfortunately.
And you have your new weapon and the proper rune on it and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a +2 greater striking serrated.
All right. Cool.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go then. Small damage. That's for just the weapon.
Okay.
So little. Okay, and then cast this.
27.
27 damage plus
Oh, that's pretty
21. So
Plus
quick.
Fire?
15 because of, or +10 because the fire weakness.
What was the thing that you put on my wrist, Katie? Did that do anything, or was that just flavor?
Major attack fire damage, but you already did that with your spell strike.
May I use my new reaction of opportune backstab?
Yeah, sure.
Crunk hits with this huge fire spell, and I'm sure the flower whips around because it's being hit by fire now. And so Jack is going to try to strike at it. I just do a normal strike, right? I don't apply the multiple attack penalty.
Right. It's like, yeah, reactions are full
Okay.
attack.
37.
Oh, so close to the crit.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to crit this thing. I'm tired
Yeah?
of this nonsense. I'll spend a hero point to crit it.
Okay, that's a crit. See if you get a nat 20 for a card.
Yeah, for funsies.
Yeah, 20. Nope.
I do not. But I will
Okay.
take the 39 to crit.
All right, let's do it. Double sneak attack, double damage, deadly rapier, good stuff.
Oh my.
And that is, so 41 plus 13.
How do you do it?
Yes! Okay. Well, I want Krunk to narrate his
Yeah,
attack
tag
first
team
because
it.
it's kind of a little tag team situation.
Yeah, so Krunk is in the front. He shouted out a spell, just like ignition, and smashes his sword down into this. The edge is kind of like buzzing ever so slightly as he slices through, and there's a pause, and then fire explodes inside of this thing, and it reels back. Does it make sound, Chase? Can it do a high-pitched keen?
Yeah.
It sure
will do
made a
little
lot of
trumpet.
sound earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And so then Jack
So
has the
it
opportunity.
reels back. It's like screeching through its trumpet, and Jack grabs one of the vines and sort of hoists himself up on top and just drives his rapier. Whoop! I hit my mic. Drives his rapier straight down into the middle of the trumpet.
Does it make like a sad little deflated?
Sure, it'll slice back the rest of the way through it, and sap and goo, the green goo, goes flying off his rapier as he whips it out. And he is like
Fantastic.
covered. He looks at Krunk from the top of this collapsed plant. Nice, let's just run that back, do it again.
Sounds good. One moment, and I'm gonna pat little Gingham's head, and I'm gonna do a lay on hands.
Yay.
You're gonna take 36 heals, please and thank you.
Oh,
Nice.
thanks, Krunk.
That was a cantrip used on your spell strike, right?
That's correct.
Good stuff. Gingham, you're up.
Okay, I am going to just move my exploit vulnerability over to the other one,
Okay.
which I already know it's weakness,
Huh?
so I don't have to roll again on it, I don't think.
Nope. Same creature, so you're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then seeing that Krunk can cast cantrips with fire, Gingham's gonna just scurry up to Jack and wrap twine around Jack's wrist.
Jack is now accustomed to this, so he sees Gingham scurrying up to him and he just holds out his arm down to Gingham.
Gingham's like the weirdest little squire.
Right?
Katie.
This'll help. Hmm?
You should stand here. We'll see if we can try and split up its cone.
Yeah, okay. Good idea, yes. Okay, they're wrapping twine and like gives Jack a little pointed look. This is why I don't like my twine taken.
Really? We can talk about this later, I think. I'll get you more twine.
This is my twine. And that's it, because that'll share weakness. So exploited, moved, shared weakness. So you have fire on your dagger now.
You got it. All right. Your deafened falls off again, Gingham. And at the end of your turn, you're going to take 4 poison damage, and we're going to roll the recovery. If it succeeds, we got to roll again.
It
Does not
doesn't.
fall off. Okay. That is going to be Gingham's turn, and it's now this thing's turn.
Oh no.
And this thing is going to waddle up over here.
Wish it
Actually, it's
would.
going to waddle over to here, and it's going to whip at Gingham.
No.
Big old 15-foot reach.
Dang it.
Ah,
Woof.
jeez.
39?
Just a hit.
Ooh, nice. All right, and then here's the damage. Make a fortitude save.
Okay.
This could be fine.
15
Could be.
damage. That's not the worst.
Yeah.
By
Okay,
fort
you're gonna have-
saves. 27.
You'll have misfortune next round again, but
Ugh.
the poison's already there, so it's no big deal there.
At least you're not making crazy attack rolls with the
Mhm.
misfortune. You can
Yeah.
be very useful.
This is against Jack.
That'll hit.
Okay, that is going to be a fortitude save for you, Jack, and 20 damage.
I'm gonna use a reaction. I'm gonna do Amulet's Abeyance, and you are gonna get resistance to 14. So resistance 14 to this bludgeoning damage.
Wow. Thank you.
Ooh, that's huge.
So I take 6. Okay. I failed the fortitude save, I assume.
Okay, so the persistent poison's back on you, and misfortune next round.
Okay.
And that is its turn. And end of the round,
Uh-oh.
Who of you have dark vision?
I have dark
Me.
vision.
All of us.
Okay, let's see. Gingham, what's your perspective right now? Yeah, all of you. Do you guys have do you have a range on your dark vision?
I can check.
Let me look.
Sometimes they'll say like dark vision 60 feet, etc., etc.
See here, what have we got? We got deep vision under bonus feats. You gain dark vision. You can see in darkness and dim light just as well as you can see in bright light, though your vision in darkness is black and white.
Cool. If it doesn't specify a range, then it's indefinite. All right,
As far as the eye can see.
perceptions for all three of you then. Also, Crank, I know that you were talking about it. Did you actually apply your energy resistance before you guys started sneaking up?
I did. I only swapped my electricity resistance. I have not cast the 10-minute spell for resist energy yet.
Okay, cool. All right.
I don't like that.
Jack, you're a little bit too preoccupied with the
yeah,
fight.
a little.
Gingham, you notice from the cavern there is something looming and watching you. Crunk, you also notice.
Gingham,
I'll go ahead and make it
39,
visible. You guys should be
Crunk,
able to
30.
see down there now. So you guys see a dragon
Oh,
looming in
boy.
the cavern watching the encounter.
It's a bit
Cool.
And,
nerve-wracking,
It
isn't it?
looks angry.
Oh.
Maybe it's angry at the plants.
All right,
Yeah,
Jack, you're up.
that's gotta be it. I'm up again?
Yep.
This thing isn't dead yet? Okay.
This thing actually hasn't been hurt yet.
I know, don't remind me. Does it appear like Crunk is gonna continue charging forward into
Yeah.
the fray? Okay, great. Then Jack will I guess move here.
It's good.
Getting in and he will ready a strike.
Sweet. Look at you dodging that misfortune.
Aha! Also, I have the Rabbit Prince, and that gives me a +1 to strikes that I ready.
All right. That's going to be it for your turn,
Yeah,
Jack?
yeah. So Jack runs around. He looks back at Crunk, hops off the dead Opali, and runs around behind the approaching Opali, and he just he holds his rapier in the air, and nods back to Crunk, and sets up ready for a strike.
Awesome.
All right. You're taking 16 damage because that was a crit fail on your flat check there, Jack.
Whoa! Oh, I didn't know flat checks.
Oh,
could
wait. No,
crit fail.
that was my bad. It's telling me, I thought it was a nat 1. It was a 4. So
Oh.
just 8 poison damage and it does not drop off.
Okay.
You alarmed everyone here, Chase.
I was like 6. What? Also,
What are you
for what
talking
it's worth,
about,
in
sir?
case anyone is paying attention or is concerned, Jack is not looking great hit points wise. So
Nor is Gingham.
nor is Gingham. Yeah, neither of us are doing that great. So
All right. Speaking of Gingham, it's not your turn. It's Crunk's turn.
I was like,
I looked at
wow,
initiative
what
wrong.
a rude segue.
Sorry,
Speaking
I
of
looked at
Gingham-
initiative wrong.
Hey, Katie. Speaking of Gingham, shut up. Okay,
shut up.
You don't get a turn yet.
it's not about you.
Chase, do I have to be here for flanking?
No,
That
you
is-
can be here or here. Yeah, or there with the angle that Jack has. Or
Okay.
here. Down here would work as well.
I'm gonna be
You-
here. That way I
You have
can
to be able to
potentially-
draw a line from any corner of your square to any corner of Jack's square and have it pass
Perfect.
through.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna go there, and we're gonna roll back this ignition smash.
Oh, wait, that one wouldn't be flanking. Because if you draw top left to top left of Jack's, it's nothing. So you got to be right there is good, though.
Okay, whatever, Chase.
It's all right.
All right. Well, now I feel much less confident about this.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
What about a 29?
A 29 is going to hit.
I
because it's
use
off
my
guard.
reaction as well to let loose my strike.
Yep, you sure can.
It is a reaction to do a readied action, right? That's
Yes,
part
it
of
is. Sadly, otherwise you could get 2 in right now.
Mhm.
I forgot to recharge I couldn't recharge my spell strike, so this is going to be a normal attack, unfortunately.
Okay, that's okay.
I will attempt to. All right, so it's just 27 damage.
Okay, not bad.
And then I guess I'm gonna do a shielding strike to get back to earn back my thing.
Okay,
So I'm gonna make an attack.
okay. -5, remember?
Yep, I remember, Chase.
And Jack, you hit, so you can roll your damage.
With a 32? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh my god, a 3? Don't
It's
I have
gonna-
a blessing from a god to give me a fortune on my attack rolls or some shit?
You have to choose before the roll. You can choose to roll with fortune.
Just one roll?
Just one roll.
I ate a biscuit for you.
It's a pretty good biscuit as far as
Listen,
biscuits
God.
go, right?
Listen,
I
god.
ate this biscuit for you.
All right, I have shield up. The
Okay.
spell.
And you recharge
My-
your spell strike, so it wasn't all for
Uh,
My damage is also fire.
yeah.
that
what-
Don't forget
So-
that 10.
12 plus 9 plus 10. There you go.
All right. Damage has been taken. That fire seems to burn its
And it's
very
bleeding.
dry stalk, and it's seeping green. All right. That's Crunk. Gingham, you're up.
I don't want to be up.
On the bright side, Crunk, you didn't critically miss.
That is a bright side, isn't it?
Yeah, you could be clumsy too.
because this
Clumsy
there's a
too and quick in it.
side that is bright. Let's see. I'm going to intensify vulnerability. So, but I'm going to do it with the amulet. So I'm going to gain a +2 AC and +2 on saves against this thing. And then I'm going to move to be 15 feet away from Jack so that when, not if, this thing strikes out again, I can use my reaction to make sure he doesn't take so much damage. And then I'm gonna
What's your intensified vulnerability bonus?
so my intensified vulnerability bonus is I get a +2 AC to +2 against this creature, and also a +2 to saves of my exploit vulnerability target, which is the plant.
Nice. Okay. And that's its own thing. That's not part of the mortal weakness, right?
Correct. That is its own thing. I'm just intensifying it, so if it were to try to strike me, I'll just get more bonuses to not get hit.
That's pretty cool. All right. I like it.
Right? And then
You have like little warding baubles.
little and then I'm gonna try to, I guess, aid from here. Yeah, I'm gonna aid from here.
Okay. So a reminder, with our house rule, you can only aid AC from there.
Yep, I can only aid AC. We'll see if it works out, or if I'm gonna end up saving Jack. That's it.
Okay. I like it. All right. It is, Gingham, you're going to take 10 damage because I'm rolling like a big old meanie.
Ow! Stop.
And
Wow.
then you didn't have misfortune this round. You're just still poisoned. So let's roll your recovery check
I
without
am
misfortune.
really sad to do this, but Gingham did have misfortune this round.
That's right.
I did.
Okay.
I
Doesn't
failed
matter.
anyway.
It doesn't fall off either way. So, all right. All right. It is the Opali's turn. Lucky for you guys, I rolled high on that trumpet blast cooldown. You guys spread out pretty good for it, though. All right. First Vine Strike's going to go against Crunk.
Okay, come here.
Whoosh. That's a missing whip. All right. We're going to try to Vine Whip Jack next.
Hey.
Did you want a reaction, Gingham?
It's
no.
gonna miss.
Then no, you definitely don't.
I really don't.
All right. And then one's going to whip at Gingham.
Oh, I have a +2.
28.
Good. No. Miss.
Yeah. All
Go away.
right. That was its turn. And just
No, and it's just
Just
it's the
end
next
it.
round.
And it's
Now
Jack's turn.
it's Jack's turn.
all right. The plant is gonna take 3 bleed damage, and it's gonna roll a recovery check. Does not recover.
Good.
All right. Now we have a new thing at the end of the round, and this dragon is going to crawl up here on this rock and just let out a low rumbling growl.
So that's the
Very
island. That's
menacing.
like the rock in the middle of the lake.
Yep.
Okay. And it growls.
It growls menacingly, and it kind of lowers like a cat about to pounce. All right, Jack.
If I were to do a sense motive on the dragon, would that be an action?
Yep, it would be.
Okay. That might be okay actually, because I don't know if I want to use my third strike anyway.
Tori,
So yeah.
Here's a thought.
Mhm.
What if Jack looked over at the dragon and then Crunk goes in for a hit? It'll give you an opportune backstab. If we kill it like that, maybe you can have like a full turn to like diplomatize this dragon down.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of just readying a strike anyway
Mhm.
with my rabbit prince. So that might, although that'll give me fewer strikes. But yes, I think I want to have Jack pay attention to this dragon for a moment. First, I want to sense motive on the dragon.
Okay, so you're not holding. You're acting right now?
I'm not holding my turn, no. Were you saying you wanted me to hold my turn?
Yeah, hold your turn. That way Krunk
okay.
can attack. You can have an opportune. Hopefully we can kill it between the two of us there, and you'll have your full turn.
I understand. Okay, yes, I will hold then. I misunderstood.
If Jack holds, he won't have an opportune backstab because he's already used his reaction. And
It's
he
my
won't have taken
reaction
a...
to hold?
Well, no, you won't get your reaction back until you take a turn.
Because it's not going to be your turn yet.
Oh.
I thought you said last night, Chase, that effects that would happen on your
Persistent
turn.
effects.
Oh, okay.
You have to take a turn to get your reaction back.
Well,
Cool.
I'll just
Good
take
to
my
know.
turn then. I'll just take
Okay.
my turn. I
Sounds
want to
good.
sense motive on this dragon. First action.
All right, go ahead and roll me a blind perception.
Specifically, what I would kind of like to see if I can glean is like what exactly is this dragon mad about? Does he seem like, hey, those are my plant friends and you're killing them? Or is it more like territorial, like you are too close and I'm protecting my horde? Or yeah, just kind of trying to
I was taking a
understand.
nap. That shit was loud.
Yes, exactly. What is the source of its grumpiness?
Gotcha. For the delaying persistent, by the way, this is the thing I just learned just for everybody. So you always take persistent even if you hold, and it's so you can't delay taking damage to let a healer like heal you first, but because you're
it.
melting at
Sure.
even if you're holding
Can't
back.
delay that.
You're melting.
All right, with your perception, this dragon looks looks just angry that you are here, and it looks like it's holding back, trying to watch your tactics right now. Like it looks like it's predatorily learning before it strikes, and it
Oh.
doesn't seem sleepy. It just seems mad you're here, like very territorial.
Man, do I use an action to try to diplomacize, or do we focus on killing this flower?
Great question.
It is a great question,
Mhm.
and one that unfortunately I have to answer right now.
I guess also you're going to gather, you feel pretty confident in your read on this thing. It looks like it probably doesn't want to fight you if it doesn't, like if the plant can deal with it. So it's kind of letting it try to kill you first, but it does not look friendly.
Okay, but it does not seem like it is about to leap into action and fry us all right this moment.
It looks like you can imagine, like probably if that plant doesn't do it, it's gonna.
Oh, I don't love that. Okay. Oh gosh, that actually does change my mind a little bit. Then it seems like if we kill this plant, Krunk, then it's gonna almost trigger the dragon basically into leaping into action. So Jack is actually going to yell out in Draconic
Okay.
to this dragon, and
Okay. Try to diplomacize.
yeah.
You got it.
Oops, I didn't mean to ping myself. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, I'm actually going to try to lie to it because I have charming liar. So I can, if I succeed at a deception check, I can basically it'll become a little friendlier toward me. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to shout in Draconic, "Oh, great dragon, please, we mean you no harm. We've simply come to offer you a deal that we thought you might be interested in with your exceptional tastes in all things unique and interesting throughout all of Galarion.
Okay.
Please
roll a
hear us out."
deception.
Okay.
You don't have shameless request by chance, right?
No, I don't. My heart is pounding. I'm
Yeah,
trying to lie
lying
to a
dragon is extremely stressful.
Do you have
Yes.
you don't have misfortune this round, do you?
You got hit. No one got hit. No one got
I
hit.
didn't. Yeah, it missed all 3 times last. Yeah,
Right.
so I don't
Okay.
have misfortune.
You
Ugh.
just still have the poison lingering. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a very middle of the road 10, so that's a 32 total. I think I'm gonna hero point because this feels extremely important.
What? Shocking.
Oh gosh.
Come on, Tori. Come on, Tori. Come on, Tori.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like what we do and you want to see more, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. Or if podcasts are more your thing, find the audio version of this show on the Level 1 Geek podcast on your favorite listening platform. If you'd like to show your support, you can find links to our website, Discord, and Patreon in the description below. Now go take a long rest, drink plenty of water, and we'll catch you next time.